Hey y'all, welcome to this week's mental health vlog. It's going to be a little bit different this week, and excuse the wet hair. I had a wash day today. I know that normally I talk about different ways to cope or my old mental health struggles versus the new ones, but I really want to just take the time to thank everybody who has been retweeting, donating, and backing the Kickstarter for Axiom. I think that getting a book finished when your mind is constantly battling you, when you deal with things like depressive lows and manic highs where focus and concentration can be rough, it is really an accomplishment to finish a full book. And this is my novel. It's called Axiom. It is a thick book. It is 544 pages of goodness. Just in case, I don't know if the camera will focus and get that page number, but it is a thick science fiction novel. And without giving too many spoilers, because I know some people just got this book and some people are still reading the ebook, I wanted to touch upon things that really directly affect me as a disabled person. The idea of human evolution via biotechnology, the ins and outs, the ups and downs of science that does things like that. What's it mean to be human, and can humans evolve past our current state? One of the things I've loved about sci-fi was the possibilities. But what I couldn't stand was the fact that there were so many people that constantly felt left out or as side characters, and I could complain or I could write my own. You're going to see characters in Axiom that come from all walks of life. You're going to see black people, you're going to see brown people, you're going to see Spanish people, you're going to see Asian people, you're going to see heavy people, you're going to see small people. I wanted the kind of diversity in these characters that I grew up with in NYC. And I used a few of my friends as templates. I used a couple of my high school friends as agent names. I feel like a lot of people positively influenced me, and then I took some of the more negative people and I used them as negative influences in the story. I think most writers can take from their experience and craft an amazing world. And I wanted to touch upon things as self harm and get into that low and things like loss and how we cope with that and the stresses of a society that does not view you as a human, no matter how hard you try to do right by it. And I think that this story touches upon all of those. So getting this book currently, if you don't want to get the ebook and you really need to get your hands on a physical copy, is $28.99. What I am trying to do, and I've been running a Kickstarter for the last 2 weeks now, we're up to over $2,125 last I checked. We're trying to hit the 10K mark. That will cover full on bulk printed fees. It'll get my voice actor or actress, because he's acting kind of sedity. I might have to go with somebody else. Paid off so that they can get the audiobook finished. There is so much that could help us out with this. So I appreciate everybody who's spreading the word, who's donating, even if it's $1. And I realized after the fact that Kickstarter has a weird policy about credit cards. So those of you who've been sending donations via PayPal, I really appreciate it. You will get a book before everybody else because we got to wait until hopefully the Kickstarter backer is back before I can start really shipping out bulk books. But to those that send via the PayPal, you will automatically get a book because I can automatically order and get them right out to you as soon as I can. I am grateful because if you had told me even 3 years ago that I'd take the chance to do this, as in my head as I was about whether or not I had the ability or the talent to do this, I wouldn't have been able to. I shut down like everybody else, and this was even before the world went to heck with the coronavirus. I just couldn't see myself feeling confident enough to share my ability to tell stories. I did little vignettes here and there on Twitter, and people used to like my blog, but it's different putting all of your ideas into one cohesive story. And I will say, because I know there'll be some people that ding me because I rushed it. I had an editor, she got sick, and I got tired of waiting. My 45th birthday came up in June, and I wanted to be published. So I put out what I had finished. I have a friend that went back and started editing stuff. He sent me some really amazing detailed notes. I'm going to line it up with what I got. But for everybody getting the current copy of this book, you are getting my raw work. And I stand by it. I wanted a full story, a beginning, middle, end. I wanted the characters to have that connection, especially towards the end. I wanted to build up suspense. I wanted people to question the world, and I want people to go, ooh, is that it? Are you going to do more? I am hopeful that as more people read and leave feedback and ask me questions about the characters, you see how much love and care I put into this universe. And I'm excited to announce that I am working on book 2 for this universe, because even though I gave the characters what I feel could be a definitive ending in this story, I feel like there's a lot more that I left unsaid, especially about certain characters and the lower earth. And I am excited for the next book to flesh out what went on down below for real, because there was a lot of cover up, and there was a lot of reason for the cover up, and I have such a great idea to flesh out on the reasons why. So this isn't going to be a long one. I just wanted to thank everybody, let you know that if you are suffering from depression, if you are suffering from like what I have, schizoaffective disorder, sometimes you are the worst enemy you have towards creative projects, towards getting things done, but it is not impossible. I am literally holding my sci-fi novel picture on the back. I picked the one picture of me that I kind of like, that cutesy side peek. I have the newer ones with both Greg and my photo on the back, so sorry, this is a super rare edition because it was the first time they sent out, and I was like, hey, my partner's not on here. So every other book will have both of us on there. Unfortunately, I've got the only edition with just my picture, but I am so happy and excited to be doing this. And I want to really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all again for those donations, for just being there for me through this journey. Let me reach out to you if I used you for a character template. Dr. Cooper, I'm so excited. Can't wait till you get your book. My friend, the McDaniels family, who were really sweet about me utilizing them as a template. So many others who positively touched my life. And I just wanted to reflect them in character form in my first science fiction novel. I just want to say to anybody struggling that it's not easy. I'm not going to pretend like there weren't days where I just did not feel like I could ever do this. And that there aren't days that I hear the sounds in my head going, why'd you do this? This is going to cause you more issues than you really want to deal with, 10. But I have to push past that. I wanted to be a writer, and now I've done it. And I honestly feel like this mental health vlog hopefully will inspire those of you who are in between and wondering if you can do this. Take the chance, take your time, and just get it done, because I know you can. If I can do this, 500 pages, full on story, you can do it too. And once again, it's my first science fiction novel, the first in the Human Evolution Project series, Axiom, and you can get it online in stores like Barnes and Nobles. Right now, Amazon is kind of iffy, so if you're not buying the ebook, go to Barnes and Nobles for the physical. I just feel like people will get a better deal and a better shot at getting it on time. Other than that, I am going to get ready to wrap it up. I'll be on later on tonight for Bonnet Chronicles. And once again, just thank you everybody who has been supporting my novel.